On February 27, 2010, an earthquake with a magnitude of 8.8 struck Chile and was recorded as the fifth largest earthquake to ever strike Earth. 1.5 million people were displaced, 525 were killed, and electricity, running water, and buildings were all down. Bridges, highways, cars, hearts, all broken, and left in the wake of the destruction of the 2010 Chile earthquake.
The Chilean earthquake was a huge disaster. It triggered tsunamis and fires that raged through the streets and was an overall catastrophe. Now, especially in a developing country like Chile, the most important thing we can do to recover from such a disaster is to implement the public availability to ICTs.
An ICT is any form of communication or technology through the internet or other communication devices. Before the disaster in Chile, public access to ICTs was extremely limited. It only could be found in few homes. The majority of people did not have their own connection to an ICT. During and after the earthquake, people needed a way to communicate and needed response assistance to the earthquake. Much of power was cut, and only places where they could get this access was at libraries and telecenters. These libraries played a vital role in the disaster response.
So how often do you use ICTs?
Daily and all through the day. I mean, I'm connected to my iPhone continually, so I'm always checking my email. I'm always on Google, Facebook daily. So yeah, definitely.
And so how much do you rely on it for work or anything?
Well, I rely on the internet for work. A lot of my work is, doing programs, working with programs and computer applications that come through the internet. So that's a big part of my job. And then just for myself, I rely on it totally for news, and not just like national and local news, but news of family and friends and all of that.
And how would it affect you if it was suddenly taken away, if there was a disaster and you couldn't access anything?
It would be difficult, but remember that at my age, I already remember those days. You guys probably would have no concept of what to do if we didn't have those. I would just revert to the old ways where we had to wait for information and, hope that we had the TV or the radio that could give us updates. But it would be, of course, difficult when we're used to having so much more information now.
I use ICTs every day.
Every day.
I use ICTs every day. I use them to stay in touch with my friends and other such things as that.
ICTs are a very important factor in the restoration of a post-disaster country. An example of this was seen in Chile. ICTs could help contact family and friends, help give access to documentations for things such as insurance, and receive government communication. In the future, if more ICTs were available to people, for people in post-disaster countries, it would be more organized.
The lesson was learned, and the value of ICTs and public access to them was recognized. Right now, Chile understands how that value is important in the restoration of their country and to prevent future disaster. And it's absolutely vital that they take action, and that we can support on our half the restoration of public access to ICTs, as that is crucial in the event that another disaster such as the one that struck may strike again.
I'm Jeremy.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Keith.
And we support public access to ICTs.